So whenever we call your name, you're supposed to come, have a seat, and give your presentation. So Nick and I will make sure we make sure you. Are you tense? Are you nervous? Are you nervous? Are you ready? Yes. Yes. We've called the three of you there for moral support, but only one will present the project. Whoever you will select amongst yourselves. All right.
So we are streaming.
Oh, Friday.
Yes.
We're about to begin. Please have a seat.
All right, cool.
Okay, so it is exactly 4 p.m. here in Kigali, Rwanda. It's all systems go. Welcome to yet another edition of the YouthConnekt Hangout. My name is George Ndirango. Just a quick reminder of what the YouthConnekt Hangout is. This is a platform that serves as a way for the public sector, the private sector to join with the youth to ensure that we can come up with solutions through debates for socio-economic progress of the individual and the country at large. So during the last Hangout on February 4th last month, a mobile applications challenge was introduced to develop mobile apps that will provide a solution to one of the following areas of human development. The areas were education, health, governance, agriculture, and gender. So, of course, it is expected to help entrepreneurs grow business efficiently and effectively. By providing the winners with the seeding fund for their successful proposals, YouthConnekt will help them to scale and create jobs and grow successful and sustainable business. So that is just the basics of why we're here today. It's the Mobile Apps Challenge, and the participants are required to talk to those of us watching online or the ones in our separate locations. We have Friday James in Telcom House. Please wave to the screen.
Yeah, you can wave with me.
All right, we have Emin Senga with his team in Huye.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, and Samuel Musindi with the team in Goma. I'm sure the room is quite empty. I'm sure the rest will join us soon. So with that said, today we have 15 shortlisted candidates who are going to pitch their ideas to the audience. Their pitches will be streamed here live and will be available online even after this YouthConnekt Hangout. After that, the selection process will begin, where through a voting platform, the public will be invited to vote for their best applications or the application they deem most practical or the most relevant. Then after that, I'm giving you the process of the voting. Then after that, the group of expert judges and panelists, Nick Potier will be one of them. I'll introduce him as well. Will go ahead and shortlist from the 15 who you will see today to a smaller group, all the while informing the public until we reach a winner and the runners-up and four runners-up. So before I say who the panelist is today, the prizes are structured like this. This is for all of you who are enthusiastic about the participants. The first prize receives $6,000 as funding for your proposals and to help you to push to the next level. The second prize gets $3,000. The third prize gets $1,500, and the fourth and fifth get $1,000 each. So that is to help you to take your project, of course, to the next level. So with us here in our group, we have one panelist today, Nick Potier, who is the CEO of Luca Limited, and he'll go ahead and talk to the candidates about his experience with TextIt and how to set up successful mobile solutions for business. So thank you very much for joining us. So we'd like to inform all of you in separate locations that once Nick Potier introduces himself and we have the panelists, the presentation of the shortlisted candidates, you're required to have your questions ready, because today we'll have, it's sort of a marathon, because I'm sure time will be really short on us. So please prepare your questions. We'll go from Friday to Sam to Amy really quickly, so please have your questions ready. So thank you for joining us. At least we'll start with Mr. Nicolas Potier to tell us more about how to set up successful mobile solutions.
Thanks, and thanks for a great intro for today.
Thanks.
So I'm the CEO of Nyaruka, which is locally based. we've built many SMS-based solutions, primarily for NGOs in the social sectors. And the last one of those is actually more a platform called TextIt, and we've learned a few things about what it takes to make a sustainable platform. And I think the biggest learning there, and what I'm going to be looking for today, is people that are targeting more than just Rwanda. Rwanda is still a pretty small market, and any market, you're only going to appeal to some small amount of customers. And so if you take a really small market and then you say some small amount of customers are going to use your product, it's going to start becoming really hard to be sustainable long term. You live in a region that's fairly integrated, like East Africa. We just saw His Excellency went into Uganda with his national ID the other day. It's easy to travel. In the region, you should be making products that are applicable, at least for the region, ideally globally. So think about the things that what your problems are here, what your challenges are here, and then come up with solutions that apply not just for Rwanda, but Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, Tanzania, and hopefully even farther than that. So I think that's my biggest piece of advice is instead of only thinking local, start local, but build something that's aimed at a global audience in the long term.
All right, thank you. I'm sure some of the questions that we have today will be directed to you, so you'll be in a position to at least answer or relate whatever we learned today.
Of course.
Okay, so we'll start off with now we are going to the next stage. That is the introduction of the candidates for today. So after that, you're required to everyone who's watching online to be more involved in the process. Follow YouthConnekt on Twitter, that is at YouthConnekt, or using the hashtag YouthConnekt. That's YOUTHCONNEKT. I don't know whether you can see what we have back here. And then for more information, visit the MyICT and UNDP websites. That's www.undp.org or myict.gov.rw. That is, if you want to relate some of the questions through our social media, or you know anyone who's watching online, you can relate them to those sites. So we'll start now with what has brought us here, the presentations. I hope you're not nervous. So we'll start off with Moses Asimwe, who has a project in the health sector. So join us. All right, so this is it. You have 1 minute to give us your presentation, 1.5 minutes at max, so go right ahead.
Thank you. My name is Moses Asimwe, and I'm the mind behind Heal Me Rwanda Mobile Limited. And this is a mobile application that will be designed to display information for the medical people that will need at the time of giving healthcare attention to their patients. And this will save both money and time, and it will save the lives of the would-be dead people in Rwanda. So it will also be convenient for the doctors, and mind you, this it will be as fun as Facebooking and tweeting, and it will also turn out to be fun for the medical attendants, to those that will be the patients. So it will give the history, the images of patients, instead of wasting that time. So if you want to save the lives of Rwandans here and there, please, you've got to vote for this project. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love the fact that you've made it very precise and concise. Thank you very much. At least, so we'll be able to have your short video uploaded online so people can see more about the Heal Me project. So the next one on the team, we have the NOZA team to tell us about the agriculture project. Please note that you have a minute.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. My name is Pascal, and I'm representing NOZA team. We have a solution. Our solution is about developing a mobile and web-based application that will facilitate farmers and extension workers to interact, to share the information, for example, about what crop to plant in which season and what fertilizers to use. We've designed our system in the way that will interact with the SourNet application, so that the farmer will be able to send the information on which crop to grow and get really reliable information and accurate information.
Thank you. Very precise. So Friday, Sam and Amy, if there are any applications that people, if there are any applications that you need to be explained more upon, or you need more insight on, just note them down, and then after the presentations, you can ask some of your questions. Yes. So please just follow as we go along. We have 13 more to go, so please just follow with us. We have 13 more minutes. So the next one we have is Mariam. Mariam was part of us during some of the YouthConnekt hangouts. So it's glad to see that you followed up on.
Thank you.
So you have a minute to go.
I'm Mariam Muganga, and my application is based in governance. And the question here is, what easy way could Rwandan community reach out to the government, ministries, boards, and leaders? So apparently there is no other mobile application that has been developed to help out, but I tried to, as the solution to my application is the solution to that question. So my application facilitates communication between the government, ministries, boards, and leaders, and the Rwandan community. Such a way that the community will have to ask their questions or present their ideas, and then the ministry or any leader, they will ship notifications in the app, and all their Twitter or their Facebook, and then they will reply to the user. That's how my application works. Thank you so much.
It's like a combined Twitter.
Yeah, it's like interactive, yeah.
All right. Okay.
It's a combination of them.
A combination of them.
Not everyone is on Twitter or Facebook, so then that app specifically made for that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The fourth one that we have is Lineups Limited, also in the area of governance.
Yeah, hi. Yes, I'm called Robert from Lineups Limited. It's a software development agency, and then our apps is about the name of is Line Money. It's I think is a solution for Rwandans where it's an online payment and money transfer system that we allow private sector, public sector, and even the people to create account, even for to start with receiving online payment and service delivery. So the benefit from it, I say, is first of all is to create job for many people, and then I think is to save time, to VAT calculation and paper saving, and even another solution is to what I can say is about payment and online solution. So there it's based on a scratching card code that will allow you to recharge your account, and then you will be able to buy electricity and then update your cash power automatically. So then it's you will buy those cards in different points of sale in Rwanda. Yeah, I think is that. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. It's like hers, but not the interactive social site. It's more detailed. Yeah?
Yeah, it's more detailed.
Okay, it's a different route. Okay, thank you very much. The next group we have is Burarahurwa. That is Rugamba Christian, Muganeza Alexis, and Mutatina Elbow. One of you will represent that group in the area of education.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Abel, and our application is an education application called Burarahurwa, with an aim of providing primary and secondary students with education materials, when they after classes and during holidays to occupy them. So also it will be providing educational tips to teachers and parents on how best to handle their children in order to excel in their academic in their academics. So how it will work always, teachers will be logging in. It will be a web-based and a mobile-based. So for quality education, it will be also it is there to spread education even to equal quality education to even remote students who always claim that they don't access quality education, like how urban or urban students access. So it will be there to be accessed easily by everyone all over the country. Hope it will promote education in Rwanda.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
So I don't know whether Ngamija, Winnie, and Norbert, are you here? Is your group here? All right. Also in the area of education. Yes. You're two in that sector, so you're three actually. So you'll have to outdo him.
Okay. Yes. My name is Norbert, and we thought of building an application for the education sector to publish traditional texts and poems, and we think that will help the education sector to raise and promote the culture of the country, Rwanda. And by this, we'll be in the app. You'll be able to discuss and comment on those texts, like to educate each other about the meaning of the text and the culture involved. And we plan to add the feature of games, like the traditional ibisakuzo. Everybody know about ibisakuzo, and also plan to organize events in schools, like where people will be playing to know about the culture, and they will benefit. The app will be like one resource to train for those events. That will be a challenge and a competition for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sure we'll see more of you. Right? Is this Bertrand, Human Rights Mobile? Bertrand? Is Bertrand here? So all of you have presented? Yes? Okay, so please tell the next group to come as you leave, and then we'll continue with that. Please tell them to come in as you... Yes. Right. So Nick, have you seen any projects that you think you would endorse?
I think there's some good ideas. I want to hear the rest first before passing judgments.
Do you have any questions so far about what we have as we wait for the other participants to come?
Yeah, sure. Personally, I have a question on Mariam Muganga. She created an app that links the government to the rest of the school. So basically, my question will be how is this application going to be working using the famous social networks like Facebook and Twitter, through the application, to link these citizens to the public institutions.
All right, I'm sure we'll get to call her back to answer the specific questions. Is there anyone with a question for any of the other participants?
Yes. Yes, we are here.
Yes, Amy.
Someone who wants here to raise a question.
Yeah. Also, my question goes to Mariam applications. As her application, it combines all the stuff from Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah.
I want to ask her what will be the interesting program which will take the advantages more than Twitter and Facebook.
Okay, why people would want to use the application instead of Twitter and Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we'll address those ones as well. We have the next group of participants has come, so let's continue. We have Bertrand. Yes, please. You have 1 minute to present your application. Then after that, the next one will follow. So you have exactly 1 minute to give your best speech. Please go right ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Sometimes people, especially youth, are sometimes victim of law because of lacking of knowledge.
Can you hear him? Is he audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of lacking knowledge and where can we find the right information about laws. So my application will help those youth to access information about Rwandan law and where can find a lawyer for assistance. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Bertrand. We'll continue with some of them, and then we'll give you all the feedback collectively.
Okay.
So the next application we have is from Yego Matters Limited in the area of gender. So you have a minute.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Leana, and I'm from Yego Limited, and I'm presenting Ukwezi app. So there is a problem of some contraceptions that are used for family planning or from abstinency from pregnancy. So this app will help women they will access our system by sending us a message consistently for 3 months. Then we can know the regularity of his menstruation. So you can be sending messages to alert them, hey, this is a bad time for you to have sex. So, or you're in safe time. Maybe if we don't do that and he needs to have his information, then he can send us a message. So we have all the details of his information because we calculated and did all the stuff for his menstruation side. So we hope that this will help many women because other methods that are used have side effects. Some use pills, some use injections, they really aren't safe. So the only safe method has been proved was Rumiji. So that is the app that we are applying in mobile application. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Really nice. Uinwali Lillian in the area of agriculture.
Yep.
Okay, please have a seat. You have a minute to present yourself.
Thank you. My name is Lilian Owinwari, and I'm bringing a solution called AgroFiber platform. This is a solution that has come up because 87% of the population of Rwanda consists of farmers, and yet farmers rarely find markets. Some of them are not privileged to find markets for their product. They don't know financial opportunities that are out there for them. So my platform connects farmers to markets, it connects them to financial institutions, and also make extension services, professional knowledge to enable farmers to shift from traditional ways of farming to modern farming techniques. This ensures food security for the nation and also improve livelihoods for farmers. This is made, all these services are made available online and on their mobile phones using simplest technologies like SMS, USSD, and interactive voice response. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very eloquent. We have Nancy Sibo, also in the area of agriculture.
Hi everyone, I'm Nancy Sibo. You always know for the Grima program in Rwanda that have been established by Mr. President of the government. This program have been benefited by more of 200,000 people in Rwanda. But the lack of information is still the barrier to those farmers to create the good production and having the access to the market. My solution is called Mobile Cow. It consists of registering a cow through a short code, and by registering the cow, a farmer will get information on how to track the estrus cycle, getting information on healthcare, and get a nutrition assistance. Those farmers really need information just to improve their production and to generate some more income. We know that when you track the estrus and you miss out the estrus cycle of the farm, the cow, you miss some milk production and you miss also the money you can generate by cutting that milk production. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We've had 3 in the area of agriculture, so you're running a tight race. The next one is Umutesi Sylvie in the area of health. Umutesi? Amen, I think. Yes, you have a minute to go.
Thank you. I'm Sylvia Mutesi. Here I'm presenting medical appointment system that helps 10 millions of people in Rwanda rushing every year looking for appointments and saves their 7.7 USD million they spend in a walk searching for appointments. So what it does, just gives them a chance to get real-time appointment from the hospital of their choice and with a doctor of their choice. And basically, it's targeting 1,324 hospitals, which is a combination of private and public hospitals. Basically, it's a necessity because everyone is always sick. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Just remember that you can follow. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. So you can follow us if you have any questions about any of the applications and you're watching online. You can post them on our social media pages through the hashtag YouthConnekt, and we'll be able to relay the questions to the participants as we continue through the Hangout session. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have Pai Masomo. Masomo is your name?
Yes, it is.
It's your real name?
Yep.
And the name of the app is Masomo app?
Yeah. Masomo school inside Kenya.
Yes,
so,
okay. So you have a minute to go.
Yeah, just to correct a little bit, it's P Masomo, even though it's spelled like Pi. And the idea of my application, the project is called Masomo app. It's a communication platform that allows parents interact with the teachers of their children, both at nursery level, primary level, and secondary level. I believe that this application will improve the quality of education overall, because education needs to parents and teachers have to work together to kind of improve the education of their children. By doing this, we'll be monitoring and evaluating performance of students, and then if parents need to take interventions, they do it in time before it's too late. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You've been timing yourself 1 minute and 1 second.
Yes.
All right, thank you. We have Remy Ndaize. The area of gender, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you. I'm Remy Ndaize, and my application is Mom Health Advisor. So it's an application based on the ovulation calendar, providing the female users the information of their fertility days and safe days. So this, which will help them, it will work with the already existing contraceptive methods, but it also has a feature of feeding information on reproductive health and AIDS, and also provide a forum for chat among the users so that they can interact and exchange their views, and further, even more experienced can share with others. Thank you.
All right, thank you. If you get to win the $6,000, I'm sure you'll want to have Ego Matters in your team, because they've had almost the same thing. So you two, you'll probably need to work together at one point. Okay, thank you very much for that. We have two more remaining. We have Ruboneza Harvey, Medical Services. Okay.
Hi, I'm Hervé. My application is for medical insurance company, which has a problem of huge frauds there, which makes their service really expensive. So the application will bring the transparency in the whole process of providing services, and which will end up lowering their costs, which will end up allowing them to give good prices to the subscribers, to the patient. So it will prevent the fraud by using ICT technologies, SMSs, and web platforms. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Hervé.
Yeah.
And the last one on the team we have is the youngest participants in Christophe?
Yeah, Christophe.
Okay. In the area category of health?
Yeah, health.
All right. You have a minute to present yourself.
Yeah. So, hello everyone.
I'm a member of the Ivuze app team, and the problem we are solving here, it's for the people using the Rwandan government medical insurance, which is known as Mutuelle de Santé. And after doing the researches and seeing that the percentage of the people using that insurance is decreasing due to the inability of those people to pay that amount at the same time, we've came up with an idea to build a mobile application that will help them to pay that amount of money in installments. So the advantages of our application is, first of all, its uniqueness. I believe that it's the one out there on the market. And the second one is about its simplicity, whereby I say that you only need a mobile phone to use it. And the third one, after being well explained, will show you how it's going to help in the Rwandan government budget. And to have our project running, we need your help. So give us your help to help the Rwandans.
Okay. Thank you very much. So those were the 15 candidates who were called to pitch their ideas to the audience, and you can find each and every one of them on online. All of them will be available through links given on the MyICT website. That is www.myict.gov.rw, or the UNDP website, www.undp.org. So you can see all of them presented. All of them present their applications, and you can pause and rewind however you want to watch it, so that you can at least be clear on each and every one of these applications before you vote. So at this point, we'd like to invite any of the questions that you might have for some of the participants. Samuel? Yes, Sam?
Okay, cool. Thank you, George. My question actually goes to, we have two robots, but the first robot who presented an application on using mobile to top up cash power. So I would like to ask him whether you can actually send the electricity you have just paid to your cash power without going to the cash power. Just using the telephone, then you can send the electricity to the cash power immediately without going to turn on the cash power. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will relay that message to him. Do we have any other question?
Yes, George, we do.
Okay, Friday?
Jean-Claude.
My name is Jean-Claude. I have a question. You said that people will be voting on the project that they like. So I was wondering how you choose this method of voting using people outside, and if you adopt this method, as you know, people a number of people of Rwandans don't know English, and how will them be able to vote if they don't know this? They don't understand well the concept of the content of each project. And the other thing I found is that when you tell people to vote, especially here in Rwanda, they see the appearance or where people, how they know someone, so they vote based on this, but not going inside what the project means. Yeah, thank you.
Nick, would you like to assist with that? How can people vote without I'm sure you've experienced this in some of your business solutions applications. How can people vote? And all of the applicants here have introduced themselves in their applications in English. How can people vote without knowing? Some of them who do not know English, how do they vote?
Well, I'm not sure what the answer to that is. I mean, to your second question, I think that friends of the people are going to vote for their sort of idea is a sort of a natural thing, and that happens no matter what you do, whether it's politics or you're building a product or whatnot. And I think it's up to these entrepreneurs to sort of spread the word within their circles and say, hey, vote for me, and convince their friends that, hey, my idea is a good one and it needs to be successful. And I think that's just natural. I mean, and it's going to be the case if you're operating in business or politics as well. You need to convince people that your idea is going to be successful. And so there's nothing wrong with having your friends vote for you. As a matter of fact, you should hope that that's the case.
What about the language?
Well, I totally understand. The criticism that that perhaps people who don't speak English aren't going to be able to participate in this. I didn't choose to do it in English. I'm not the organizing board, but I'm not sure what the overlap is between people who have access to the internet and this sort of thing and English or English-only speakers are. I suspect, those circles actually overlap quite a bit, that those who actually have the access to watch this are also English speakers. And we probably are leaving out some people, but it's not like we're leaving out 8 million people, because those 8 million people probably don't have access to the internet, so can't see this anyways. I don't know. Obviously, that's a complicated problem.
Yes, it's a complicated problem, but it makes a lot of sense what you've said. They overlap, the ability to use the internet and the ability to communicate in English.
Right.
Those two overlap. So I hope your question has been answered.
Actually, I still have this kind of problem. You are saying that people who can access internet or go through the content of the internet can be able to understand or view the content of these projects, but
a good percentage. Not everyone fully, but a good percentage of people who understand what their applications are, understanding.
Yes, but still, there are some people who will be putting aside, who will be unable to vote. So this is also a problem.
Okay, yes, that is a very touchy subject. We'll address it properly during our subsequent hangouts, but that is a very valid question. So is there any other questions that we need to address?
Yes. There's a question from Huye. Actually, this directs to these presenters who are talking about actually the health app. Yegomaras Limited, that's Diana and Yuseng Daremi. You guys are talking about gathering information from organizations like females who want to track their monthly calendar. I'm pretty sure you as well know that thing is not reliable, because anytime there will be a change of environment or anything can happen, and that person might actually end up following what you guys are giving them, and they end up actually get pregnant or anything like that. So how do you plan on actually acting on that problem specifically? Thank you.
Would you like to address that?
Yep.
Yes, sure. Please.
Yeah, thank you.
Please. Thank you, Huye, for that question. She is best placed to address that.
Thank you. Of course, everything has a bad effect. But as we've seen in our statistics, as we saw, a big percentage of women are regular. They are regular in the menstruation. So like other methods used in family planning, nothing is very perfect. Nothing. Not even condoms, not even injections or anything is perfect. So this seemed to be the best way. And as we studied it, a big percentage of women are regular. So that's why we thought that this is a good system, because it can spare the health of a woman, and in a big percentage can also be helpful. And extra with our project, it doesn't only concern on smartphones, also in normal phones. We use the USSD method. So even the women in local areas, you can still inform them, those who don't know about that system. But the big percentage of women who can use that, I'm sure, not 100%, but a big percentage of women can be successful. Thank you.
So you realize that application is not actually efficient, and maybe it does not fit to the society that much. Because let's say we have one of the users who has been following up with the feedback information that you're providing, and they end up not actually not to face the real outcomes and actually face something different.
I don't know, but I think we have been trying to do it. Yeah. So as I was saying, it doesn't mean that it's 100% very effective, but a big percentage can be very effective. As a woman, a big percentage of them are regular. And as we say, the first 3 months, as we see the consistency of the menstruation cycle, then we are able to make up the rest of the month. So if you see that you have an irregularity in your menstruation cycle for 3 months, then we say you have a big problem. Maybe you cannot use our system. But if you are successful and we see for the first 3 months is successful, then we are able to know that the rest of the things may work out.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your question. You've put her on the hot seat. Thank you for that question. So do we have any questions from Sam, Friday? Yes?
We have a question.
Yes, George.
Let's go to Sam in Goma.
Yes, there is a question here. One of the participants.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Valens. I would like to direct my question to Simo Moses for his topic of medical health care. Now, I would like to ask him.
One minute, please. Is Asimo around? Just so that you direct the question straight to him. It's so that it's easier for him to answer. Just one minute, please. Meanwhile, you can. He's coming. So meanwhile, you can reach all the information about the participants on www.youthconnekt.myict.gov.rw. That's where all the details are going to be. So Moses, you're on the hot seat now. He has a question for you for your application.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay. Good. Just as you said before, the medical health care is a broad field. Now, I want you to make clear: are you limited in which? Are you limited at which level in medical field? Because just as we know, a medical field is broad really. Now, are you going to go through all those levels of medical health care, or you have any part you are limited to?
Thank you so much. Actually, my mobile application is not limited to any kind of medical attention, so long as it is a hospital or a clinic or a dispensary whereby a doctor is somewhere in the lab or in an exam room or the counseling room or maybe the result room, and he or she wishes to get information about the patient from somewhere else. It may be in the same hospital or from other health professionals from other hospitals. So what is how the medical physicians or the doctors will just have instant information like the history of the doctor, of the patient, and his or her image to get it instantly without wasting time going to get it from somewhere else. So this will save both the life of the patient, the information will be available at less costs, and it will be as fun as you could think. I think I made it clear.
Right, thank you, Samuel and Valence, for your question. So, Friday James, you had asked a question to Mariam when we began about how the application is going to work through Facebook and social media. Why would someone use the application and not Facebook and Twitter? But she left before we got to ask her the question. I'm sure we can follow up that question on our social media pages through the hashtag YouthConnekt. So that will be answered as well. So, do we have any other pending questions?
Sure, we have someone who wants to ask something as well.
Hi,
okay, yes?
I'm Steven. I think my question is it's both a question and an advice. It's for all the participants. I'm still worried about how secure their systems are because they want to go on web and on mobile. So, for example, the gentleman who had the online payment thing for electricity.
Mm-hmm.
How secure will the people be with their money when the information they give? There's a lady who wanted to connect information to the government, and the thing is that I'm a cryptographer who came to South Africa, and we keep going to all the ministries and companies, and we find that lots of people have good applications, but they are not secure. A lot of people think username and password is the best thing, which is these days useless with all the softwares. So, this is to all the participants. How are they going to secure the data for these people? Because at the end of the day, if someone is going to give you the information, they expect it to be secure. And especially those ones who want to interact with government, it will come to a point whereby the government is going to ask you, how are you encrypting the information? Do you have some certain kind of algorithms to secure the information? So I think that question you would ask everyone, how are they securing? Because you're creating mobile apps, those are the easiest ones to hack. Web-based applications are easiest. So the question, how are they going to secure those?
We had 3 applicants from the governance sector, so maybe one of them can come on board. We have Line Money. Is Line Money? Yes, Line Money. So your question will be answered. If you have any follow-up questions, he's the person that we could ask about that. So you've had the question?
Yeah,
okay.
About the security.
Yes.
So about the security is totally technically. So you can work with some SSL security or more advanced technology like jQuery WebSocket to secure mobile socket where data are transmitting. Even secreting encryption like those algorithms. So there are many protocols you can buy from Kaspersky or those big companies of security. So
have you incorporated them into your applications?
Yeah.
This security system?
Yeah, a jQuery WebSocket and an algorithm of encryption.
Do we have a follow-up question to that?
My problem is with the databases, where the data is. It's not the security on the front end, it's in the back end. Because if I'm a hacker, I don't care about the front end, I'm looking for where the data is. Is that secure? Because it's in the cloud or somewhere.
Yeah. Everywhere your data can be hosted, you have to improve your security. So even if you are using a cloud storage or maybe a local server, you have to secure your system with those protocols or some SSL security, or where the most important things of secure a system is like your team. When you're working on a project, you didn't have to connect to any Wi-Fi for maybe a hacker to sell your password. So the first thing is just to securize your servers. So a good password, how data are transmitting, so a socket for them.
Is there any decryption and encryption keys for both?
Yeah.
I don't know if my question is less straightforward. My worry is the security, because a lot of applications are coming up in Rwanda, and you go to these organizations that have bought these applications, and their data is just out there. If by mistake 4 Nigerians came to Rwanda and they wanted to steal information, no, seriously, they'll just take it up without any. There's nothing,
Yeah.
It's not about.
No, I think we should take this more as a concern that all the people developing apps should really look into securing your data and also creating a very prominent way of like having that data secure. And then I guess it is more of an advice and also an encouragement to you guys so that could be used. So I think I'll take that into consideration. And back to you, George.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'd also like to add on to what Friday has said. This is just this is the elementary part of the application. So once they receive, let's say, funding for the next project, for the next step, and to push the applications forward, they can be able to get into more complicated ways to increase the security. But at this basic level, it's really hard for them to know how to protect an application on medical appointments on an international level. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really hard to ensure that we have international standards on an application that has not yet even gotten to the next level. So I'm sure that is something that is a concern not only for the governance, but in all their applications, and very valid as well. We'll be able to address that in subsequent hangouts. Thank you for that question. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. So from Huye, do we have any questions from Huye as well for the participants?
Yeah, we do have. We have the last one.
Okay.
Thank you. I want to ask this participant who asked, who does on education app. Students from secondary and primary schools are not allowed to have phones. So how are they going to use those apps while they are not having phones?
Well, the best person to answer that is him. We have one coming, and then we'll also have Masomo. to tell us more about Masomo.
Well, thanks for the question. So they are not allowed to have mobile phones at schools, but our application is mainly intended to help them after class at home and during holidays. So our aim is to make the good use of mobile phones at home by kids. Yeah, that's it. Mainly to be used at home and during holidays, not in class. And if it's very good, the education sector and teachers will see how even to use them in class, because we are developing.
Integrated into the curriculum.
It will.
Abel. So it means the app is not operational in the class days.
On.
So you operate. What he's asking is, you use the app when the students go on holiday. That's when they use the application.
Mainly before it's integrated in schools. They will be using them when they go after classes and during holidays mainly. But in classes, of course, our education curriculum has not allowed that in. Maybe if it's beneficial, then they will integrate it.
Okay. We have someone also in your area of applications, Masomo. Tell us how you can avoid that.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if you kind of followed well. I said the application, the Masomo app, will be connecting or will allow the interaction between a teacher and the children's parents, not the students themselves. So I guess that issue is not going to be an issue for my application.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. We had a question that was to be answered by someone from here. Remy Ndaize. What question would you like to address?
It was a question for this ovulation calendar.
Ovulation calendar. Yeah. Yes, health. Okay. Yes, that question was from your team in Huye. Amy. Yes.
Okay. What I want to say is that this application don't have only the ovulation calendar feature. It also has a feature of updating information, feeding updated information on other contraceptive methods. So this will be combining the two for better results. Not only using it as the only contraceptive method, but also when someone get to know the benefits and of other contraceptive methods, then the combination can give better results.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
At least you have clarity on that. We have clarity on that. The person in the black t-shirt. I remember you're the one who asked the question.
That was well explained.
All right, thank you. Do we have any pending questions? We have 5 minutes left in our section today. I can see someone waving from Telkom House.
Sure. We got 2 questions from here.
Okay.
I'm Abraham. I have a question for the team who introduced the line money. My question is it different from those applications with the mobile money or Tigo Cash and Airtel money? I want to know exactly the innovation they have.
All right.
Do we have lineups? Yes. Okay.
Can we go for the second as they come on, or?
He's coming right here. So maybe I can just, in relation, it's the same way you would say we have GoTV, StarTimes, DSTV. Instead of buying 3 decoders, how is yours different from Airtel money and mobile money and all of that?
Okay, thank you. My name is Arelia. I'm working at Lineups. The difference between the innovation in this mobile app is that people will be able to do a lot of transactions which actually are not done through Tigo Cash or MTN mobile money. And the difference is this. This is an online which will help people get what I can say services. It is basically the main idea is how we can improve selling and buying things or services using the internet. But the idea of MTN mobile money and the Tigo Cash is only transferring. You have an account, I have an account, so I want to give you money. But in that way, people, the process of buying is not easier as having an app dedicated to only transferring money in the way of changing physical cash into virtual money. So that will be very easy to people delivering services which need the internet. So delivering things, maybe you have your store, you want to use a delivery system, so you can use line money because it will be easy for people to buy things online, which is not really easy for people to buy things using MTN mobile money because they will have to move out to go to the agent. So it will not really be similar 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, question.
Would you please get the second question?
Yes. We have another question. But it's not goes to that one who is just explaining about the question, but goes to those one who are working about the agriculture apps. I am asking them. We are not experts. We are just programmers, but not experts in agriculture. How will we how will their information be more confidential, as we know that they are not agriculture experts? How will their information will be confidential to the users?
Yes, please, we have someone who's coming to answer that. I think we have reached the end of our questions. This will be our last question for the day, and then we will wrap up. So let's just hear what she has to say about this.
Well, thank you. I understand that our background is in ICT and not in agriculture, but here in Rwanda we're talking about public-private partnerships. So we are not providing the information as ICT experts, but we build partnerships between agricultural experts. And so we're providing just a platform that, and we train the agricultural experts how to use the platform to deliver this knowledge and this expertise to the farmers out there. So normally our role is to provide the platform, that is fully developed and simple to understand. And then these agricultural personnel, instead of going there in person on the field and telling the farmer, do this A, B, C, D, but they just, they upload whatever information and technical practices that the farmers will find useful in the agricultural practices. Thank you. Unless if there's something else which is not clear.
Question? Of course, there is no follow-up question. That was very eloquent. Thank you. I can see some of the men here already worried about their decisions. Yes. Yes. Yes.
How about we take one final one from this end? Is that possible?
Please, very quickly, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My question here, I think it's not even a question. What I wanted to say that this whole competition is all about making money at the end of this project thing. So, and I've seen that there's only one, I think it's Line Money, that is going the business way. Most of other people, they just say they are going more technical, like proving how they are good in programming, instead of like telling us how they are going to make money out of that application. And I don't know if that they didn't get enough time to talk about that, but I wish they had time to tell us about how they are going to make money, so that we can even, when voting, we will vote according to someone who's going to use those 6,000 euros in a good way, instead of just having.
Who? Yes, please. Let's have one. Tell us how your application intends to make money.
So maybe I will be the one to explain this, and I will say about my application, which is basically going to work on the government, the Rwandan government medical insurance. And the way we intend to get money from this is that each applicant that is going to take part, or each Rwandan that is going to go in that system, will have to subscribe to go in that system. So for us, we are planning about to find an amount of money which every Rwandan can afford to pay, and for us it's 500. So for us, we are going to get money by having like partnership with the telecom communication companies, and then we'll be dividing the money that they are going to be retrieving from them from their funds. So yeah, basically that's how we're going to get money. And maybe a good thing about that is that the telecom communication companies, their money are going to be varying according to the people who are subscribing in the system. But for us, our money will be fixed. And if you count very well, the number of people who are using the Mutuelle de Santé are above 90% of the Rwandans people. So you can imagine how the money can go in. So yeah, that's how.
All right. Thank you very much. At least we've managed to get a brief explanation on some of the issues that we were not very clear about. So we'd like, Nick, just tell us some of your, to wrap up, some advice maybe you might have to them, or to address some of the questions generally as we wrap up.
I mean, I think the point brought up right at the end there is valid. Like the money that you're winning is supposed to bootstrap your business and get it started. It's not meant to sustain it forever. So thinking through like what is your business model to be sustainable long term is a critical piece. And I think the Santé Mutuelle one actually has a fairly clear, like, yeah, it's easy to say that you're providing a service to do installments for your yearly thing, and we're going to take a small slice of that. That one's really easy to figure out what a business model would be that would make sense. Some of these others I think are harder. I think the other thing I always wonder, and I'm myself am very sensitive about it, is things that like send information to farmers or to like people who have cows or whatever, and I always wonder like, well, what is intrinsically present where information is not spreading within these communities? You know, I mean, people have been farming here for millennia, and like, who are we to say that they farm than they do? And I think there's a high burden of proof on our part to say that, no, I really have information that they don't have that somehow is going to increase their crops. You know, and they're farmers. That's what they do. They've done it forever. If somebody across the road could grow twice as much corn as they could, then they probably would have found out by now, right? You know, and so those sort of ideas, you know, make me scratch. Like, I want to hear a good explanation as to what it is that's so unique that you're going to be providing. That's just information that's going to make their their yield of milk or crops higher.
What about, we have 15 participants today, or at least 15 groups. What about we're leveling down to 5? What about the remaining 10? What happens when they're not selected? Would you have any advice to them? Should they just give up and go back to
give up? Never give up.
Never
I mean,
give
that's the answer, right? I mean, I think that's been shown time and time again. Everybody will say your idea doesn't work, and if you don't go out and prove them wrong, then you're not going to be successful. So I think every successful entrepreneur has been told 100 times that their idea already exists, or it's not good enough, or there's no business model. You need to listen to that. You need to reevaluate yourself whether you still believe in it. But if you still believe in it, then go do it. You know, and I think the beauty of working in ICT is it doesn't require a lot of capital investment. Like, all you need is your laptop and some internet. You can go to the K-Lab and you can work on your idea and try to make it a reality and prove them wrong. You know, be driven by that no to prove them wrong. Don't give up.
Like Steve Jobs. Alright, so that was Nick Fortier, the CEO of Nyaruka Limited. We've reached the end of our YouthConnekt hangout session. We appreciate everyone from Huye, Gasabo, and Telcom House for all your feedback, insights, questions. So my advice is to all the participants who are here today, we're going to have a word with you, but you're required to ask people to vote for your applications. The information that they can get, everyone watching online and everyone from our remote locations, www.youthconnekt.myict.gov.rw. That's where all your videos will be and all your applications will be there. So tell people to vote. And then in our subsequent hangout, that is after 2 weeks, we'll level down to the 5 who won. So I hope to see some of you there. If you don't, anyway, we'll see that. We will cross that bridge when we get there. So thank you very much for joining us through this hangout session. My name is George Durango. Do have yourselves a lovely evening.